Hello and welcome to another tarot video for whenever it finds you. This is a timeless general reading. So the question that I asked was, what is holding you back? I took 7 cards from the Weird Cat Tarot and clarifiers from the Druid Craft. So the first card is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is all about change. It's about things changing. The wheel spins, right? It goes up, it goes down. Sometimes things go sideways. So it talks about new options and inevitable progress. And then we have, for clarifiers, 3 cards. And this one came out is the next card in the Weird Cat, so it's kind of interesting. We have 3 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles. Now, you want that new beginning, and there's a possibility for it with this Ace of Pentacles, with this waking up from the darkness and coming out into the light, this rebirth, this phoenix and this bear here. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. This talks about not concentrating, not focusing on developing yourself. And the reason you're not doing that, the reason you're not getting this change, this spinning of the wheel that you want, is because of the 3 of Swords. This is some sort of heartbreak or rejection, some grief that you're going through. Or it can talk about deceiving yourself. You're not learning from this experience in the way that you should, and you're not growing and you're not developing yourself. So you're not getting this new beginning. You're not getting this change of fate that you want. And that's holding you back. Next we have the 8 of Pentacles, and the clarifier is the 10 of Wands in reverse. So the 8 of Pentacles, talking about that skill building, that self-development, mastering your skills through repetition, and building up your courage and confidence. 10 of Wands in the reverse, it talks about avoiding putting in the work. It talks about being immature, about putting in that work, about putting in that self-development work. And that's why you're stuck. You're being immature about it. You're not doing the work that you need to do. You're not, even if you need to do it in repetition, you're not building those skills. Then we have Temperance. And this talks about balancing opposing areas of your life, re-examining your priorities and values in terms of the priorities and values that aren't in alignment with what you want for your life. And the Lovers, this is a card of choice. When it's in the reverse, it talks about an imbalance. It talks about, jealousy sometimes. If it is about an actual lover, but to me it's about you making this choice to getting out of the indecision, you making the choice to balance these areas of your life and get healing through that balance, through re-examining your priorities and your values and putting things to right with those priorities and values. So then we have another card that appeared twice. We have the King of Cups, and then the Chariot appeared twice. So the King of Cups, this talks about tolerance. It talks about having your emotions in check, practicing diplomacy. The Chariot talks about control. It talks about developing a healthy, mature ego state, and the way that you approach the world with that healthy, mature ego state through diplomacy with this King of Cups. So you're not practicing tolerance. You don't have your emotions in check because your ego is running rampant, and that is holding you back. That's keeping you out of balance, right? Then we have the Fool. And the Fool is all about a new beginning. It's about a fresh start. It's the 0 card in the tarot. It's the beginning, right? It talks about taking a leap of faith, being true to yourself with that leap of faith. And then we have 6 of Swords and 7 of Wands for the clarifiers. Now the 6 of Swords, this talks about using your higher guidance to get out of a bad place in life into a better place of life. It talks about making small changes and them having big effects. And 7 of Swords, it talks about, or 7 of Wands, sorry, it talks about feeling the need to justify why you're defending something, feeling the need to justify your actions in order to move to this better place and have this new start. I don't know who you feel you need to justify these actions to, but really the only person you need to justify the actions to is yourself. So you're justifying it to the wrong people. You're defending your actions to get to a better place and have this rite of passage, this transition, but you don't need to. You're almost blocking your new start by including other people in it who you need to feel you have to justify it to. And then we have the Chariot again. Here it is talking about overcoming obstacles, being motivated. The clarifier for the Chariot here is the 4 of Pentacles. And this talks about control. It talks about locking stuff down, like locking yourself up, locking your emotions up, your thinking, your health, being over controlling because you're afraid of change. So this willpower, you're using it to lock everything down. And that's not the way to get the expansion and growth that you want. That's not the way to have the wheel turn or to get the Fool off the cliff. The Fool is about faith. He's not about being locked down. He's not about being hidden in the dark and locked up and just hiding away. So using your willpower to control and be over controlling is really holding you back. And lastly, we have the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands talks about potential. It talks about inventiveness. Then we have, for clarifiers, the Hermit and the 5 of Pentacles. The Hermit, this talks about going within and being loyal to yourself and getting that higher guidance that you need in order to find your path. And 5 of Pentacles talks about, among other things, it can talk about poor health. It can talk about like actual poverty and losses. It's a definite lack mindset, running away from your problems. It talks about spiritual poverty, like walking through the desert in exile for 40 years type spiritual poverty. You're just not you've got this lack mindset because you're not going within and finding your path and being loyal and true to yourself on your path. You're not following your possibilities. You're not listening to your higher guidance and following those possibilities. So the things that are holding you back are, lack mindset, not following your potential, being over controlling, feeling like you have to justify everything to everybody else, and not really being, diplomatic, not keeping your emotions in check, not balancing the different areas of your life with your values so that you can get this healing, not developing yourself, putting in the work and the effort to develop yourself as an individual, as a mature person, as a fully developed whole human being who is not traumatized, who is not abusive to others, who does not put up with abuse towards themselves, who maintains themselves. In this change, you're going to get it when you're able to develop yourself. Okay, whatever heartbreak, rejection, or grief, self-deception you're going through, focus on all of the things that we've talked about. Focus on getting your emotions in check, but not locking them down, not locking yourself up, getting that balance and developing yourself. I hope this is helpful for you.